Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to Factorio Freight Forwarding Crastorio 2. We've got a lot going on, trying to increase all of our science by 50%, which has been 2 stages so far. Green science is next, and that will help us with all these researches we want to do. I feel like we started out with a little bit too low of an amount, and we kind of are regretting it now, so we're improving our build. Did I have anything else to say? We'll also want to keep placing trees to improve our pollution cloud. Or deprove? Unimprove? Make it smaller? I'm honestly just going to space that out. I'm fine with that. I don't care enough to fix it. And if that's a red, then that works fine. And then we'll upgrade all of these. So we're starting at the easy part. If we have the ingredients, that'll support more. And now we have to fix the ingredients. Being 4.5 greens a second, which we already have even. And I can just copy this. Kind of did it weirdly. You rubber banded some foam on your chair. You know, that's a good idea, Howler. I might copy it. Where did you get the foam? For those of you on YouTube, I was just talking about how my chair doesn't quite fit my arms right, and the armrests aren't high enough for when I sit up straight, like my elbows don't touch. And so it naturally makes me want to slouch down for my arms to be comfortable, which then makes me slouch, which is bad. And you at home, I know you have bad posture. Sit up straight. Sit up straight, damn it. Okay, what do I do with this? Why don't I do the thing I talked about before and just add the mirror to it? So let's do this, and then mirror it. I also want to say we had only spaced them out by 1 tile because we didn't have long enough undergrounds. But I believe I need to be side loading. I am, okay. I believe that was only necessary because we had yellows. So I could fix it for the reds version. Or maybe it had to do with power? I can't really remember what the reasoning was, but I'm pretty sure I can do this now and make it work. In some form or fashion. But let's just make sure. Oh, I think it was we couldn't power these inserters. That's what it was, because I need power to go 3 tiles. So I think that's actually what the issue was. IIRC. So then we need Kappa to come over. And Ironwood to also come over. That way. I have a little bit too much copper anyway. Okay, and then you. Well, let's see. Do it that way. And does that work? Nope. It doesn't. What did I miss? We're missing an entire set of inserters. What the heck? Oh, I switched the belts. Got it. Got it. Yes, Alor, you caught it before I did. Okay, there we go. Let me get rid of all this so I don't have as much in my inventory. There we go. And now we have even more circuits. I wasn't even using... I didn't need all of it because we had 6 already. But I don't remember where else our circuits are going, so I want to keep a good surplus of green circuits in circulation. In circulation. That was a bad joke. Okay, so back to the rest of the ingredients. We need more of the blank cards and just more gears. That's it. Kind of annoyingly placed here, so let's fix that. Yeah, this is all really annoying. Okay. Let's get rid of all this crap. I'm going to minimize the impact that that's having on stuff, so we have a little bit more space there. Okay. So now we need 3 gear makers and 3 card makers. Those could be the gear makers. What was this for? I don't even know. I don't think it ever got used. Oh no, that was going to the circuit, or the cables for the blank cards. Okay. Which basically needs to look like the same as the other one, which is this. Again. Okay, well this one's easy enough. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the close side output to match that. That's done. The rates are good. And then now we need 3 more outputting onto this belt. What do you mean assembling machine will not fit? Lies and deceit. Oops. That is the downside sometimes of the adjustables. I never rotate the other direction because I don't even know what hotkey it is, but I don't use it. That can screw me up. I need to go grab that off the bottom of this belt. Oh, I guess they got picked up as ingredients anyway. Also, I'm supposed to stretch. Stretch has been redeemed. So you at home, lift your arms over your head. Lean to one side. Lean to the other. Pat yourself on the head. Good job. You stretched. And then get back to your factory. Okay, now technically it doesn't matter what side we're on here. I am gonna put them all on the left side there. Now we just need a circuit maker or cable maker. You know what I should do more often is like think about copying it smartly. Like that. Okay, so this needs to make it... Oh, so close. There we go. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. 1.8 out, 0.9 in, 1.8, 4.5 spread across 3. All the insertion methods are good, I think. And that'll do it for green. Wait, why aren't these... Oh, I just hadn't started any of it. Okay, we'll check back in on that in a minute. And now the more complicated one is going to be orange. I might pick up a set of 2. We have more space. And then replace those 2, and then place 2 more. Because I think we might need some more space now. For all the oranges. Alright, 4.5. Pin it. Okay, now I need 11 making steel beams. And I have 8. No, that's not enough. And 12. I'm out of assemblers. So that's done. That step's done. Grab more blues. Blues clues. Medium poles. And I know that this is now different, which ironically means I didn't have to space this out. Now I can move this up. That's why we let our nanobots do all the hard work. I can just run around like an idiot. Look at me go. Also, why am I still boring old Factorio color? Come on, let's get like a Krydax blue going here. Look at that. Yeah, ooh, there it is. There it is. I guess it's a little more green than blue. There's the color. No, that looks way different. That color is so different than this color. Interesting. Maybe it's just too bright? Yeah, that's a little better. Still a bit off, but whatever. Okay. So, iron beams, or steel beams, I should say, are good to go. We need those to go to rails and big poles. Now, big poles, we still only need 0.6. But we do need 7.2 copper cable, so that's a problem. And 7.2 iron. Yeah, now this whole thing's kind of jacked up. It was predicated on that amount previously. We do have 2 rail makers, so that's actually fine. Okay. So now I need 3 making cable and 3 making sticks. I think I'll do sticks here. It's kind of weird, but it'll work. Again, Bob's adjustable inserters allows for... What's the quote from Star Wars? Allows for things that many consider to not be natural. Or however it goes. The other thing is the output. We actually need more than one... What is this one doing? Yeah. All the outputs are angled, so they should be fast enough. Cool. And then... I think this is still fine. I need 1.8 steel beam in. So that's fast enough. Realistically, I could use multiple inserters, or I could just use a loader. So we'll go with the loader version. We need a metric crap ton of lead. Use a loader for that. And then I just need 3 making cable. I shall put... Yeah. That says it's 3 per second, which should be exactly enough. And we can handle one of them being slightly too slow, because we only need like 2.4 cable makers. Alrighty. So now we're back to getting the big poles. Oh, those aren't fast enough, though. There we go. Red belt is more than fast enough, so we don't have to worry about that. And now we just need one more blank tech card maker, which is going to upset the balance a bit here. Can we get this to work? Probably not. Can we get this to work? Probably. Yes. No, don't do that. Don't do that, my friend. Close side, pick up tile. This is one of the funnest things you can do, is pick up and drop off like 1 square apart, but you're on the other side of it. I think that's actually super neat. And then you are correct to be on the right side. So the outputs are good. Input, input, input of cable. And then we need input, input, input of iron. There's iron in. There's iron in. And there's iron in. I believe I've screwed this up. What's going on? Oh, we're disconnected. And are the rates happy here? We need 3 stone in. Yeah. Science is upgraded. Success. Now, I don't know if our base can support all of this, especially the steel is the thing I'm most worried about. I don't know if we have enough steel and iron production, but we at least have the automation in place for 4.5 science a second of all of the science. All 4 sciences. And we can at least look to see that. What's the number here? 4.5 times 60, so 270. I didn't connect a belt. Uh-oh. Oh, you're right, you're right. You mean this belt. The output of orange is not connected to anything. We can fix that. Oh, still missed one. Ta-da! Okay. What did we say the number was? 270? 250? 270. $270, 260? Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. We're okay there. Those are all looking right. Transport pack. Not so good. Are we still catching up here? With the buffers? The internal buffers? Or something else is wrong? Ah, there's a underground in the middle of this that somehow I copied. Maybe that's what you were getting at, Hansa. I don't know. I probably should have checked to see that all of them were running before I skipped to the end of seeing if my production was correct. Okay, they're all running now. And according to this, the iron cost is going to be fairly high. And that's not even accounting for the iron cost of the circuits. We'll see how that goes. Let me get rid of all of my inventory crap. Okay. So now we are on equal amounts of everything. What's the slowdown here? I assume it's orange. No, it actually looks like it's red. Red is currently the problem. And we are fully producing red science, right? Yes, we are at the full amount. Okay, so we're researching at max pace right now with our new build. It's still probably slower than I want, but it's better than it was before. Hey, yeah, Howler, I prefer Hellmod because I've used it since the beginning, before Factory Planner even existed, or at least before I knew it existed. I think Hellmod is more powerful. It's also a bit more confusing to a lot of people. There's a lot of buttons. It's kind of confusing. I did make a little tutorial series on Hellmod, so I highly recommend checking that out if you're like, I want to use Hellmod, but I don't really even know where to start. I did make a few guide videos on that, a few tutorials. I just like what most of Hellmod can do. The only downside, really the only thing I find that it can't do that I really wish it could do is sub lines. Like you have your main production line, which right here is this one. You know, it's all of this put together. The different ones up here are main production lines. And then you have your sub blocks. You have blocks within the line. And you can't go one deeper. I don't even need it to go 5 deeper. Look, infinite nesting is great, but you don't really need infinite nesting in terms of practically. It just turns out that in something like Pyanodons, this is not enough layers. You really need one more layer. Because there are times where it's like, okay, I need my different sciences all in one block, and then within that science, I've got all these things, but then I need AI cores for the science, or automation cores. And let's say automation cores were really complicated. You would want one more block right here that's indented for your automation cores. And then you feel like you have enough control. So that's really the only downside to Helmod that I find. Everything else is more just about confusing UI. Once you learn how to use it, I think it can do pretty much everything you want it to do, and more. Honestly, it does so much more. There's a lot that even I don't know how to work it. 100K basic tech card, 16 hours. Beautiful. And now what? We're out of lead, it looks like. What's going on there? Are we just straight up using the full belt of lead? Seems that way. Okay, time to upgrade the lead belt to a red belt. And this is already set up for that. There's the button. You prefer factory planer? Can't handle temperatures of different temperatures of liquids. Yeah, that makes sense. I think a lot of people prefer factory planer. I'm guessing some of it is just which one you tried first. A lot of people tend to prefer whichever one they try first. And I know factory planer has grown a lot in what it's capable of. When I first tried it, there was a lot that it couldn't do. That Helmod could, and it bothered me. At this point, they're probably pretty similar in terms of what they're capable of. One thing that factory planer didn't have, I don't know if it has it now, was this. Just this feature right here, where you can have everything you need to build, but it's shown off to the side with all the numbers and rates. This was the thing that factory planer didn't have when I tried it out, and that for me was a deal breaker, because this is what I use the most in and I even requested it, so I was definitely part of the crew that was like, hey, factory planer needs this, because that's like the thing I love the most about Helmod. So I don't know if I was the one that got it added, but I did request it. So I should probably give factory planer another try, to be honest. Okay, I need to grab some more belts before we go on this magical journey. Where's my mall? Ugh, the inventory. The poor little inventory. I'm very ready for logistic spots. It's gonna be so nice. Be able to set limits on all this crap and just have it done for me. Okay. This is going to be rather expensive, but that's fine. Try to go at a rate that the nanobots can keep up. What was the name of the train mod that I wanted to try? CyberSyn is the name of the other big LTN competitor. I do want to try it at some point. A lot of people are talking about it, and it's had a lot of updates too, so I think it's probably a reasonable competitor at this point to LTN and everything LTN can do. So I kind of need to learn it. Ah, it doesn't work with cargo ships. Interesting. I guess I could have changed this into a train, but a little late for that now, huh? Am I out of nanobots? I am out of nanobots. Crap. Emergency handcraft the nanobots. So what am I doing? Why am I letting the nanobots do this? Sometimes work smarter, not harder, you know? Is not helpful. Because in this case, the hard work is not hard work. I can just click and drag. Oh, goodness. Sometimes I swear. Not thinking straight. Oh, we also don't even have enough doodads here. What are they called? Miners? Mining drills? Where's the book? Big book of freight forwarding. It's also weird, you can't click shift. Wait, what the heck? What is going on? Like, I'm clicking shift right now and it's not like force building, but then it sort of does. You have to click shift and hold it, and then when you move it, it works. Interesting. You're waiting for landfill removal function to start C-block again. You can just add water fill. There's lots of water fill mods. Safe water fill is the one that Nolius has. I would just do that if I were you. Oh, I'm out of miners. Okay. Oh, that's pointless now. That was all my extra lead. I guess I have a little bit left still. Now we can take the express ride back. Should be a little faster. And we're still missing a few belts. Yay! Advanced electronics. Finally researching the blue cards. You know, I gotta say, running on belts is nice in Factorio, but man, is it satisfying in Satisfactory. When you've got the really fast belts in Satisfactory and you use them as like personal transport lines, it's so fun. Movement in that game, honestly, is really fun. I think they did a really good job with it, and it makes the gameplay really satisfying when it's just fun to move around the game world. Also, what is going on here with our iron? So that's the iron going to steel, right? But now we have other iron going to steel here. This is all very convoluted now. And now we have this iron, which is not going to steel. Should I maybe have this go to steel first? Maybe I'll prioritize steel from... well, hold on. I don't even remember what the heck this is. It's the iron from the bottom part of my iron mining. I don't even really know what it's doing at this point. I don't even know if I need it. But let's prioritize... Oh, I just screwed up the coke input. Input priority right. So we'll take the iron from this, which is the extra iron from the northeast. This little outpost. Which, by the way, how's it doing? We still running properly? Yeah, it looks like we've built up the proper amount. We unload the 12. Wow, that was awesome. Did you see how fast that switched out? Holy crap. That was so cool. And then they all get packed up and added to the line. So that seems to have all worked the way we wanted it to be honest. And this line is basically full, as it should be. Now, this is not... Something's wrong here. Because this should be 2 full red belts, right? Is our electricity low? Oh! Our electricity is low. Well, that's something we gotta fix. But that at least answers what's wrong here. Now I screwed up with the coke on the steel belt. So let's grab that. Hey Laura, the advanced belt immunity thing is an interesting idea. Where, like, it only works when you're running in line with it. The problem is what happens when you're running diagonally compared to the belt. Still nothing. It's only, like, if you're literally running straight line with the belt. Okay, anyway, we're prioritizing this now. That goes left first. We input priority on that. And then that means we're not using this. Which means more of the iron here is going to these two. But that's 40. Can this support 40? It can. These can each support 30 now. Which makes 2 yellow belts, which combine... Okay, now I think we're good. Because these two can support this whole patch. And therefore, I don't even need this at all. This is superfluous. And maybe later I can connect more iron to it. But there's no point right now. So then this output is essentially pointless. And we'll just leave it gone for now. So now we're making steel from this iron first. The other iron, if we need it, we're sending all the steel out. It should be half of this. Hey, tag on 20. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Are you playing vanilla Factorio or any sort of mod pack? What are you guys up to over there? Also, is this right? Should this be eating Oh, these need to be red belts. That's silly. Silly me. Also, Emu Bob, yes. It's a mini train. And they're adorable. I'll show you in a sec. I'm out of nanobots again. Let me go grab some nanobots. So yeah, the little miniature train. Oh, now it's in the fog. But it's very cute. And it's what you get first with freight forwarding. You don't unlock normal trains for a while. Okay, nanobots are down here somewhere. Alright, so this is the little miniature train. They're little baby locomotives, and the cargo wagons only hold 2 stacks. And so they're mainly meant to be used with these containers, because otherwise they wouldn't carry much at all. Vanilla for you, still a bit new to Factorio. Awesome. Well, I hope you're enjoying it. We sure love Factorio on this channel. Monsieur, you're still playing Pinodons, planning to finish it in a few years. Yeah, that sounds about right. Me too, in fact. A few years sounds about right. Goodness, Pinodons is ridiculous. Get rid of all the yellow belts. Gotta renew my red belt subscription here. Are we okay on all the other things? Probably not. I always forget something. We'll call it good enough for now. This blinking gun turret is bothering me. Please, have 1 ammo so you stop blinking at me. Thank you. I don't even really need the gun turret, I just don't want to put it in my inventory. Okay, so we'll get all this replaced. So for those of you raiding, we are playing the Freight Forwarding mod pack combined with the Factorio 2 mod pack, which they are compatible with each other, and it basically puts you on an island, and your goal is to expand to the other islands to get more complicated resources or advanced resources. We get everything up through lead and oil, kind of at home base, which lead doesn't exist in Vanilla Factorio. And then all the other more advanced resources like uranium, titanium, rare metals, immersite, and mineral water, is that it? Are all on the other island. Yeah, so you have to use ships. Teus, you're into Nomi Factory, that's fun. I do want to try Nomi Factory again. Okay, so now our steel production is improved to take up to 1 full belt of red iron to make 1 full yellow belt of steel. And I do need up to 6 coke. I just want to make sure we can... Oh yeah, we have plenty of coke processing. And... yeah, so we can basically make 7.5 coke a second because it's on a yellow belt. So until I upgrade this to red, we are limited to 7.5 coke, but that should be plenty. Maybe. I am using coke for some other things. I didn't finish upgrading the belt. Oh, you're right. Sometimes I don't because it doesn't matter on the ends because at that point we've already used up enough that a yellow can finish the rest, but might as well. And this one's fine to be yellow because I don't have enough. But, I mean, we're already this far. Might as well upgrade all the way through. Okay, do I need to make the coke a red belt? I mean... probably will save me some trouble later if I do. Oh, I'm doing that thing again. I'm doing the thing. I can just build these by hand. Way easier. Ah. Okay. There we go. Now, what's going on with wood production here? Wood production seems a bit slow. Is our electricity slow? Oh, is our electricity problem a coal? It is a coal problem. That's what's going on. Yeah, we were starting actually to experience a power brownout cycle where we get less coal because we've got less power, and then less coal gives you less power, and then you're screwed. Let's not have that happen. So that is a hole in the concrete that we're going to patch. And now we're red belting the coal all the way to here. There we go. Okay, hopefully this gets us back to full. This is all red belt, I think. Yeah, these weren't even running. Hydration and posture check, redemption. Oh, look at you go, Howler. Really caring for me. Making sure I take care of my body. Engineers have bodies too, you know? Teus, the wood is coming from a bunch of greenhouses. I'm pretty sure we have enough. I've got 10.667 there, and yeah, I think I have like almost 15 a second coming from all of these in total. Which should be plenty for what I need it for. The power is just in case we have extra wood. We just throw it into the power. Okay. So now power's back to full, which is enough for now. Once I start researching, we'll probably not have enough. Yeah, and then this over here is pollution control, just for kicks. We're just placing down a bunch of trees for fun. So this section over here is just crafting trees that we can place to try to reduce the cloud. But that's not really doing much yet. Also, I like how, like, ugly it looks when you're kind of halfway zoomed in, but then you zoom out and it kind of looks cool again. Also, I'm very curious what this diagonal line is about when it comes to how it draws the text. Kind of interesting. But all that being said, I don't think our trees are doing much yet. And I am going to install a little bit of a buffer right here, because I think that's actually necessary. We'll just make it 2 rows. Because wood production's not constant. It's only every minute that these finish, I think. Is that right? Yeah. So I think actually having a little bit of a buffer will help even out the wood here. Because we're sending a decent amount to the coke production now. And a decent amount to our base for science and whatnot. So. Ha! I don't know about that, Apophenia. We are still a long way from making landfall on the new island. We have to have a lot of military ready for that. But we do have blue science unlocked, and that is the core of all of the more powerful military technologies. So let's go ahead and throw blue science into Hell Mod, and that'll probably be a good place to end the episode, because we're already at 50 minutes. Oh, you're talking about the pollution progress. I see what you mean. Yes. Yeah, definitely getting close to the island. Okay, so we need hella sand. That's a thing. I will use steel furnaces. And maybe I'll use solid fuel for these. That's not the right button. This is the button. I picked solid fuel. No, wait, what? There it is. That's not solid fuel. Solid fuel. Okay, so we use a lot of stone to make the glass. And then we need the blank tech cards, which is just the normal. I'm not even gonna... Okay, fine. I'll throw that in there. And then we need advanced circuits, which I will probably make its own thing. I'm gonna unlink it. Or no, I'll keep it linked, but I'll have this be greater than 100. I'll do 150% of what we need. Oh gosh. So when you crush certain inserters, you get electronic components back, and so you can't actually select the right recipe unless you look. Okay, so we need more glass for that. We need silicon, which is quartz, which is sand, in a filtration plant. Then we need plastic. Then we need petroleum. Okay, and then we need a crap ton of green circuits. Goodness. Oh, that's where wood is going too, green circuits. I forgot that they needed them. Alright, so red circuits are kind of a pain, even more so than in vanilla. And then finally we need sulfuric, which is some lead and sulfur. Pretty small amount of lead. Sulfur is actually a pretty big amount. That's not nothing. And yeah, a lot of copper. A lot of copper. So this is definitely going to exceed our base's production capacity for now, but it'll be nice when we... That way we'll just have to increase copper production and not everything. So that we'll do that. We'll start working towards that in the next episode, but for now we'll call this end of YouTube episode. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.